What is the most common question you receive? So, because I want to avoid all of those, you know?
I think who are my favorite Eurovision, what are my favorite Eurovision songs like throughout Eurovision history?
Yes, I definitely won't
But I kind
ask
of
you
don't
this.
mind.
Today I will be interviewing Raiven from Slovenia, who's representing Slovenia at Eurovision 2024 with the song Veronica. And I was very curious about who she is in person in the interview, about her music styles, about how she feels about Veronica, what are her imagining feelings before she comes at Eurovision stage. And also, I learned a lot of things. I learned, for example, something about the stagings. But more likely, I learned a lot about her love, passion for music and for her album Sirens, and maybe her other steps. And it's very, very interesting. It's also a little bit different interview than the rest, for sure. Let's talk. So I want to start with this because you already were 3 times attempting to join Eurovision, and this is finally the 4th time, and you're there. So, what was your initial feelings when you find out that you're representing Slovenia? What is the feeling?
There are many feelings, and one would think that it's only euphoria and happiness, but no, of course, I was very happy, but at the same time, I was in a bit of a state of shock and panic mostly, because I was very close to becoming a Eurovision representative for my country, but it never really happened. So it was a bit of a panic, actually.
And how do you feel now?
Now I feel calmer. And I'm just mostly excitement, but also fear, of course.
Why do you fear?
I mean, I just feel a huge responsibility to myself and to my team. I just really want to do a good job. Mostly because of that.
All right, you're a perfectionist. I can tell.
Yeah, I am. My weakness.
It's a strength, actually. You're being at Dora. You already performed Veronica there, and also Ophelia. But let's talk first of all about Veronica. Why did you choose this composition at Dora? Because it was different than the studio version.
Yes, I just didn't want to yet reveal what we're gonna do on stage. Also, the performance was not that ready yet that I would be, because I'm a perfectionist, that I would be confident in kind of doing it on stage already. So mostly I just wanted to show people that my voice and just a stripped down naked version of the song.
Mm-hmm. What were the reactions on this?
The reactions were very, very positive. I was very happy with how people received the song, so mostly amazing reactions. Yeah.
And what were your feelings, actually? Because I really want to know, how do you feel, because you released Veronica, you of course you released this amazing music video. What were the excitements, your stress levels probably completely exploding?
Before the song was released, I mean, I knew that the song is gonna and also because of the visuals, because they're that strong. I was expecting a lot more backlash, mostly from my country. I think we're a bit more conservative than the rest of Europe. But I was very, very surprised that people mostly loved it. Here in Slovenia, people have stronger opinions about the song and about the visuals, but like abroad, people received it really nicely.
Like for me, I really like the song, of course. Like I cannot even tell anything else right now, right? But I really like it. Like, ja som ty si Veronika, this is like repeating in my head like every single day, at least once or twice, like for sure, because this is very powerful. But tell me, in the documentary you were released, a little bit documentary, I don't know how to call this format, but you were talking about basically the whole EP you released, and you said about Veronica, you said something in the way that you still didn't get fed up by Veronica so far. What do you love on this song that much? Because I know for the artist, it's like you play it, you listen to it a million times, and then somehow it's a routine. But it's not for Veronica. So
yeah, I think that's mostly. I think you can kind of see the difference between a song that is very catchy and then a song that is kind of grows on you. And Veronica is definitely the other type of the song, and I feel like that also because of that you don't get fed up with it, because with the songs that are very catchy, I think it's trickier to not just kind of, get bored with it. I like both types of the songs, but I never knew how to write melodies, or not that I didn't know, but it was never in my interest to make melodies that are very catchy. Yeah, I kind of love the kind of a bit awkward melodic lines and a bit awkward lyrics. I love it.
Okay, because for me, actually, because I went through all your discography and I was very curious what music you're normally, or what were you doing. And when I saw you on Dora stage performing this, also watching this documentary and talking about just not this song, but all of your songs from the EP, for me, Veronica is something what much more embodies you as a person. Like it's much more closer to your style than the previous things what you were releasing. Like, am I right? Is my feelings right?
Yeah, yes, of course. I think the first two songs that I was on EMA with Souza Jarim and Chernobyl, I was not the sole creator of the song. I was not the one that really made the song from scratch. I was also the co-author, but I did not have that big of a say in how the song was made. But this EP is completely mine. I made all the songs first on the piano, then the demos in my computer, and then I went to the producers. So it was a different process, and I think you can really hear that in the song.
I love this authenticity because I think that's actually, after all, you will stay on the stage for yourself, right? And this is it. But also, let's talk about the EP. You have 4 songs there. Those 4 songs are dedicated to 4 strong women, but from completely different ranks. Why did you choose exactly those 4 sirens, as you call?
I just chose whatever woman kind of fit the atmosphere of the song and the melodic line, because I always start with chords, with melodic lines, and then I add the lyrics. So I kind of it really depended on what kind of a mood I was in when I was making the song. So mostly it depended on that.
What mood did you have with Veronica?
Veronica, so there's actually an interesting fact that I don't think I told anybody yet, is that Veronica first had lyrics about, I don't know what she's called in English, Maiden of Orleans, or
yes.
Yeah,
I know it in Czech, but
Joan of Arc. I think
yes.
Joan of Arc. Yeah. And then when I started thinking about applying to this song to the Eurovision, to Misia Malmö, I was like, but it needs to be in about a Slovenian woman. If I want to represent a woman on stage of Eurovision, it should be a Slavic figure. So that's why I chose Veronica, because her story is so poetic, so tragic, and it's a perfect fit for my music.
Tell me, do you have any special rituals before going on stage? And the second thing is, if you already imagine how you're for the first time stepping on the Eurovision stage, how do you perceive it? How do you imagine it?
So about the ritual, I don't have a special ritual. I'm just I cannot stay still. I have to walk around. That's what I always do. I really have to drink a lot of water. I have to kind of warm up my voice with a straw. I have a straw that I sing into. And that's like the 3 main things that I do. I just try to kind of calm down my breath. That's mostly what helps me. And when it comes to standing on stage, I've really thought about it a lot. I still cannot imagine it, because I've never had experience of performing live for such a huge audience. So I have no idea. I'm very happy that I have my dancers with me. I don't really I'm a solo artist, but I love to have other people on stage. That it really makes me makes me feel safer. But yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna really enjoy it. Now talking about it, I feel my heart racing. Wow.
What do you see? Because you're for sure daydreamer.
Oof, I see. Well, maybe I can tell you about the color that I see. I kind of see like a dark blue crowd. That's what I see. Maybe that's too abstract, but I kind of see everything like dark blue.
You started with the dancers. Can we expect a contemporary performance? What can we expect?
Yeah, I think you can expect a type of movement, not even a dance, more like movement that has not been seen on the stage of Eurovision yet. And you can expect like ethereal, creepy creatures on stage. That's what I can say.
Oh my God! Now I'm very, very curious because I pictured this performance like 10 different styles because I really like to think about it. But okay, I think you anyway cannot tell me more about the staging and so on, and let's keep it as a secret. I'm very, very curious about it. Now I will just jump to the other question, which is again connected to the EP, which is called Sirens Part 1. So who are the other women or other part of the EP? Because that's I'm very curious where are the next steps are going with you.
So the other women are Ophelia from Hamlet. Fun fact, that was also a song that I considered applying for Eurovision. So that was my other second choice. We have Elektrino srce, which it's a song about Electra complex. I study psychoanalysis, so this was very close to what I like to think and talk about. And then we have Icona, that is a song about the Helen of Troy. And I also have Habanera, that is an operatic song that is a cover of like an aria from Carmen, an opera.
Mm-hmm. And they are all four are very different in the melody, at least for me. Basically, what for me connecting them are basically the stories of the women. All of them kind of tragic, very strong, very powerful. So the question is, what is the part 2? Mm-hmm. Do you have in mind another woman to do songs about? Because I'm very curious about it.
I was actually just thinking about it. I mean, I have other songs that I also have other women that I want to still make songs about, but I was just thinking that I would actually maybe like to do 5 songs about like male figures. I would actually love to do that as well. Yeah, why not?
What would that be?
I have not thought about that yet, but I mean, there are many historical male figures that are very admirable or that are very inspiring. So I still have to think about it, but I definitely see myself making an album about men as well. How I perceive these male figures.
I hope it will be also something that good as the EP. One last question is, do you plan a pre-tour or something like this where you will just showcase all those 4 songs?
Yes. Well, first of all, I'm going to come to, I think, all of the Eurovision pre-parties. But there, I think I'm just going to sing Veronica or maybe Ophelia as well. But after that, I would love to have like a little concert tour after Eurovision around the European cities. Yeah. For sure.
That would be amazing. Okay, I think our time is up. I wish you best of luck. Enjoy your Women's Day.
Thank you.
Just all the Women's Day. And also the other days, don't be stressed. Don't be nervous. You're an amazing performer. You don't need to be stressed. There will be others to stress, so maybe you will need to support them. Just do it. And keep that amazing smile on your face. Thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really love all your questions. It was a pleasure to talk with you.
And also, I would like to thank you guys for watching this interview. I really hope you enjoyed Raiven. And not just because what you learned may be new about Veronica, but also her other songs, her artistic style, and also her future plans. Send her love, send her hugs, and send her votes. If you liked it, if you're gonna like it, and support her, support also your artist you prefer, and that's it. That's all for me from now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to like the video, share it, comment in the comments below, and see you next time. Bye.